What is your title, such as DJ, manager, promoter, educator, etc.?
My title, I like to be, my title, an educator, I like to be Mr. Informational. I try to be informational, I try to be...
It's an educator, right?
Spiritual, I try to be motivator, I try to be all of that. And that's only because, you know, real talk, see, I grew up with no father, okay? So, you know, and I've been around, you know, there's a lot of women in my family, and there's a lot of older uncles in my family. So, I grew up around that, right? So, there was never like, you know, not to take nothing away from my family, but my family always motivated me now, but I can't remember then. But my family was there, okay? We as men want our motivation from our peers. You understand what I'm saying? My man standing right here. You know, I say to you all the time, man, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that as when we're out on the street, away from our family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a family duty to make you feel better. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's their duty.
Right.
What about the rest of us out on the street? What about my man? What about my homies that hang out with? You feel me? It's different than riding.
Yeah.
It's a difference of riding.
And different than friends.
And there's a difference of friendship. See, well, we don't get a lot of that, and that's part of the problem with us as black people. I won't just say men, because women have the same problem too. Women, you know, gossip, gossip, but you know, women are quick to help each other, but they're quick to turn around and stop, you know, talking about you. But anyway, but that's our problem as people. You know what I mean? We don't commend each other. We don't help each other. We don't motivate each other. We don't do that as people, and that's something we have to change as black people.
I agree.
Anything else?
Yes. Have you ever thought about making a store online for Boston artists?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my website up and running at least by January. I'm working on it real hard, trust me. I'm looking at trying to be in digital distribution.
You took the next question.
That's what I'm trying, really trying to finish that. It's in mind, but I'm really trying to finish that. And again, that goes back to time, that goes back to balance, and that goes back to, you know, not being, you can't be a starving musician, so some other things priority weighs more than others. But I've done it, yeah. Another one of our problems is this. Faith. Faith is a problem with us. Trust is a problem with us. We have hope. We always got that. Individually hope. We all got that. But we don't have faith. We don't have trust in one another. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's a huge problem, especially when it's music stuff.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem. People won't let people do that. Mm-hmm. I'm only speaking as far as the music part of it. So it's really tough for me to really stand by that. Yeah. Sometimes you may get me on a good time, and sometimes I can't handle it because people don't get it. You can't tell me something about something that I know and you don't. You own a perception, I own a thought. You own a view, I own a plan. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. You got a view of how Jay-Z made it. I got a plan on how Jay-Z made it. So which would you rather roll with? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Most people don't get that though, because they don't trust and believe. Jay-Z made it over the night. That's the perception. But the reality of it is, he didn't. Nobody did. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
What kills us? Again, we'll go back to the will, the trust, and the belief. You lose it along the way.
Yeah.
Because you don't trust yourself, you don't believe yourself, or anybody else who's managing you into that way. You don't trust or believe that they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is, God did it. You got God and you got the devil. Devil's always working. So is God. So who do you trust and believe?
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight.
5 MCs that I like. Industry. We'll stop at that one. I like 50 Cent.
I know that.
Right off the rip.
I know that.
I like 50 Cent because I had an opportunity to sit down and talk to him for about an hour or so. And he was here not too long ago. I had an opportunity to do it again. Very, very brilliant businessman. You know what? Now take the business out of it. A very, very brilliant outlooker, view specialist, thought maker. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And all that transcribes into being a great businessman. He sees things that most people don't see. That's what made him so successful. He's not the greatest rapper, but the vision and he had and what brought him to where he is now was a great strategy. That's number one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay? That's number one. Number two, I would have to say Jay-Z. See, I was never a Jay-Z fan. I was never a Jay-Z fan. Okay? Jay-Z did a lot of hot hit records. But I was never a fan. But the drive, where he came from to what he is today, business-wise, what makes me like Jay-Z. I like P. Diddy. I don't like P. Diddy for his rap because I believe P. Diddy's not a rapper. Okay? But again, look at the strategy. Look at the job that he created. Look what the empire he made. And he was able to become an entertainer. How do you do that? You gotta have vision and hope on that. That's 3. I like Dr. Dre. Why do I like Dr. Dre? I like Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre demands perfection. Perfection. You understand what I'm saying? He deserves perfection. He does everything with perfection to make sure it's right. That's what made him. People wait on him. He don't wait on people. Because you know what? If it takes me 10 years to do something, guarantee you it's going to be right. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I like Dr. Dre. Okay? And last but not least, I'd have to say I like, and he's not an artist, and this is going to be wild, I like Jimmy Iovine. You know who Jimmy Iovine is? He owns Interscope. He owns Interscope, the same label that has 50 Cent on it. Same label that has Cash Money. Same label that has Drake and all of them. Soulja Boy, Lady Gaga. See the difference? He sees the vision in everything. Yeah, he sees the vision in everything. Don't have to be one thing. So those are my top 5 in the industry. Okay, now we want the Bean.
Bean.
I'm a real talkie. Okay, I'm a real talkie. Who's I like in the Bean? I like everybody that's getting their hustle on.
You are listening to the greatest web done.
Mr. Funky Fresh.
You already know what it is. Funky Fresh Radio. Funky Fresh Radio.